In the coming moments, you will see 3 parachutes deploy. The parachutes will slow the descent speed of that capsule to below 20 miles per hour. It'll splash down at somewhere between 17 and 19 miles per hour. We are now less than 5 minutes away from that. Recovery teams are on scene. NASA is on scene. The amphibious transport ship, the USS John P. Murtha, are standing by near the landing area. All have made visual contact, and now we have communications contact with the space module. There is debris from the Orion because of the parachutes, so the astronaut, the recovery crews are at some distance from where the landing site will be. The 4 astronauts, by the way, are the Americans Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and the Canadian Jeremy Hansen. They are returning to Earth 9 days, 1 hour, and 32 minutes after liftoff from Cape Canaveral. They are the first humans to orbit the moon in more than half a century. I want to stay on this picture, but I want to tell you who I've got with me. Bale Dalton is a former chief of staff at NASA. He has participated in several splashdown recoveries. There you go. You see the parachutes. Let's look at this.
And Houston, we're visual 2 drogues out the window.
All right, those parachutes are going to slow.
We copy. We see them.
Next up, the deployment of pilot parachutes that will pull the main chutes out. Time to splash down 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
3 minutes and 10 seconds. I'll be stopping intermittently to let you hear NASA Mission Control as they narrate exactly what you're looking at. I'm also joined by Bill Nelson, who was a former director of NASA.
On 2 drogues.
We see the same on board.
All right, we are 3 minutes away from touchdown. Also with me is David Ariosto. He's the author of a very brand new book. It's literally, I don't think it's 2 weeks old. It's called Open Space, From Earth to Eternity, the Global Race to Explore and Conquer the Cosmos. They're standing by. Let me just, I wanted to stay on this shot. This is the Integrity module coming back to Earth. This is, of course, not the rocket that went up. That was a very big rocket. This was a part, and there we go. We've separated. Now we've got the pilot parachutes, and now you are seeing full descent into the Pacific Ocean. Again, we are under 3 minutes away now from landing. Got a color shot of that on the right.
Search and recovery beacon has been
We're slowing the craft down. That's what these parachutes are doing. That we are trying to achieve a speed of under 20 miles per hour. Somewhere between 17 and 19 miles per hour is ideal for settling into the Pacific Ocean. That's what we're looking at. This is off, it's not entirely close to San Diego, but it's off the coast of San Diego. This is, what will happen is the craft will go into the water. They will be approached by Navy divers who will check the atmosphere to make sure everything's safe. They'll then have medics check them. The first thing that happens when that hatch door opens is that medics will check the astronauts to make sure they're okay. If they're okay, they will be gradually moved to a helicopter, which will take them to the ship, the Murtha, and from there, it won't be tonight. They will spend the night at least on the ship before returning to land. They'll have complete medical checks to see how they are. But we are now probably 1 minute away from the landing of the Integrity module of Artemis II in the Pacific Ocean, the return of 4 astronauts who have now gone around the moon, something that has not been done for more than 50 years. These are the people in that capsule who have been the farthest from Earth in the entire history of humanity. Let's listen into NASA Mission Control. Less than 1 minute to splashdown.
Passing through 1,000 feet.
Again, we are slowing this craft down to under 20 miles per hour. That is the speed at which it will intersect with the Pacific Ocean off the coast of San Diego with 4 astronauts aboard who have reestablished contact with NASA Mission Control and reporting in that everything is okay after passing through the atmosphere.
Houston Integrity, splashdown, sending post-landing command now.
Splashdown confirmed.
Copy splashdown. Waiting on VLDR.
Splashdown confirmed at 7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time. From the pages of Jules Verne to a modern-day mission to the moon, a new chapter of the exploration of our celestial neighbor is complete. Integrity's astronauts back on Earth.
And you are watching history. The astronauts are back on Earth. Bill Daunton, former chief of staff of NASA.
And the landing and support officer reports the vehicle is stable 1. We still will be deploying the crew module uprighting system to maintain that orientation. A perfect bullseye splashdown for Integrity and its 4 astronauts.
Bill Dalton and David Ariosto are both with me now. Bill, let me just get your thought right now. What you're thinking? What's going through your mind as you watch this, as they say, a bullseye splashdown?
Bullseye splashdown indeed. First of all, thanks so much for having me here to share in this incredible experience. What's going through my mind right now is I am ecstatic. I am relieved in some respects. Of course, we still have the rest of the recovery to go, but to hear Reid confirm splashdown and through, as you've already noted, some of the most dangerous parts of this mission. I mean, this is crazy.
It is crazy. And David, you have been following this and living this so closely for all of these years. This is that little piece of reality that while America is watching other things and while the world is watching other things, and boy, it looks like we're always watching other things, this is the future that is unfolding in front of us.
Oh, what a bright spot. What a bright spot in terms of a long-standing program that has sort of finally come to fruition, at least in terms of that circumnavigation of the moon. But I'll tell you what, those in Washington and Cape Canaveral and elsewhere are not the only ones watching. I'm sure those in Beijing are paying attention as well, as this has been sort of a geopolitical engine behind, who reaches the lunar surface first. So this is sort of a major accomplishment, but there's a lot more work to be done.
Bale, we also have a shot which we'll put on of one of the ships that are nearby. As you mentioned, what most people think of as the most dangerous part, obviously there's remarkable danger upon launch and passing through the Earth's atmosphere, then returning and passing through the Earth's atmosphere. What we're watching on screen are naval divers who are going to be approaching the vessel, the module, to ensure that everything is safe around them. The most serious part is over, but these astronauts' bodies have been through something remarkable for the last 10 days, which is why the first people who will make contact with them in person are medics.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a really fun thing for us as Americans to watch here with our, Navy partners and NASA partners. And, of course, there's the Air Force involved in controlling the airspace throughout. So this is just an incredible version of America that we are seeing right here with all of these people who are serving our country in one way or another to execute this last part of the mission. But certainly, this crew, Reid and Victor and Christina and Jeremy have set records, as you already noted at the top of the broadcast. They set another record on re-entry, coming in at Mach 32, fastest crewed re-entry in our space program's history. So again, this is just amazing stuff to see. And we're exactly right. I mean, this is another step for NASA and for the United States and its partners in space to show the world who is the leader in research, development, and technology in our space.